Hello, dear friends. We are used to focusing on limitations, not possibilities. But we can't have two opposing thoughts at the same time. Start by eliminating the noise, if you want to succeed. Opinion piece. High tension. January slope. Turbulent times. Extreme situation. High solar activity. Difficult transition. Between fear and hope. The coldest week of winter. Everyone is watching Trump. Let's start. Tension is a state of latent opposition or hostility between people or human groups, such as nations, classes, races, etc. High geopolitical tension refers to a state of intense rivalry and potential conflict between nations or power blocs on the international stage. It involves increasing uncertainty and volatility in relationships, with the risk of triggering conflict or affecting the economy and global security. There is a lot of highly charged information right now. We must pace ourselves and get out into nature frequently, laugh with neighbors or friends, and find a way to relax throughout the day. It is now all about survival mode. We have come this far and we will cross the finish line, even if we are exhausted and drained. When it is very cold, it is easier to see the melody. Craig Henke believes a massive devaluation of the dollar is coming in 2025. According to Poet Talk, all people with money and power die in a state of regret, uncertainty, and dread. Juan Osabin thinks we are in extreme situation and that we will not be parting after President Trump's inauguration because there are many problems pending resolution. He reveals that Trump will take action 2 hours after taking office. Judy Bington thinks, in quotes, prepare for 10 days of communications darkness. The entire world would have its power cut briefly to install the new Starlink satellite internet. There will be outages, but only in certain areas. Banks will close. ATMs and credit cards will stop working. She adds that on Monday, January 6, 2025, the QFS was activated worldwide as banking systems are being restructured. On Sunday, January 12, 2025, the QFS became fully operational, leading to widespread panic and secret emergency meetings globally. The source. According to Amelia Harris, prolonged use of social media can lead to a variety of negative emotions, including anxiety, depression, and loneliness. The constant bombardment of information and stimuli can also make it difficult to disconnect and relax, leading to a feeling of mental overload and exhaustion. According to Judith Castle, as all life forms on Earth are losing density as we take on our sunlight bodies, all dark energy in whatever form it is expressed is being removed. Earth needs to be cleansed, cleared, and transmuted. Elementals from other star systems and even other universes are busy eating the pollution, backed up by specialized units of intergalactic fleet. This means that this year will bring upheaval to the Earth, and yes, it means that we will be challenged all over the world. Extreme phenomena. Polar vortex 3.0 and the hellish Santa Ana winds are once again igniting Southern California. We are in the midst of extreme phenomena that are beyond human response. According to Sorjafal, Biden forgot what happened after Hollywood mocked God. Trump did not. A statue of Mary miraculously survives California wildfires in perfect condition. Sorjafal adds that Russia offers asylum to refugees from the California fires, while NATO wants its members that start learning Russian. A huge coronal black hole has opened, covering 25% of the Sun's circumference, and will send very fast solar winds towards Earth. According to Keshe, every solar flare and geomagnetic storm delivers high-frequency light particles to the planetary bodies, which are also absorbed by you. This causes the vibration of the bodies to change cells, leading to what is known as ascension symptoms. You may also begin to feel more disconnected from your surroundings and routines. This can manifest in the outside world as anger, fear, anxiety, chaos, and uprisings, disagreements in families, and of course planetary changes such as earthquakes in plural, floods, mudslides, or volcanoes. January slope. According to the X22 report, January 20th is approaching, and they are planning to create chaos. The dark side is driving multiple simultaneous events to make the transition as difficult as possible. Transparency is the only way forward in the midst of darkness. According to Sierra, there is a possibility of an assassination attempt against President Trump around the time of his inauguration. Why is he making so many public appearances? Are they trying to uncover an assassin? Or are they setting up a fake assassination? This is all pure speculation. Will Barney spoke about the restoration of the Republic and the new financial system that is being implemented. All the alternative media is talking about the same thing. California holds special legislative session to prepare for Donald Trump. They even set aside $25 million to sue Trump during his next term. What about the wildfires? Leaked NASA documents reveal decades of high-level preparation for a mass extinction event beginning in 2025. X22 report. Bill to abolish income tax in the US introduced. Green startups need taxpayer money to stay afloat. The IRS is using AI to access citizens' bank accounts without a warrant. According to the Burning Platform, scientists warned that the changing weather would continue to affect the locations that the government wants to buy at a bargain price. This is black humor. Davos Forum continues to fail. The Earth is cooling, not warming, as Trump said. We are in the coldest week of winter. Biden prepares the ground for Trump to take the blame for the economy. Klaus Schwab said, "We have never lived in such turbulent times. Profound transformations are taking place from a unipolar and stable world to a multipolar world, very unstable and conflictive. We are moving from the industrial world to the intelligent world. The intelligent era will change what we do, how we live, how we communicate. It will change government policies and business models." Alternative news. Singer Carrie Underwood will perform America the Beautiful as President Trump's inauguration ceremony on Monday, January 20th. X22 report. Trump's plan is working. Greenland's Prime Minister wants to talk to Trump, and now Greenland wants to be independent. Canada would be the next. Donald Trump on Canada, in quotes. We don't need their fuel or their energy or their oil or their gas. We don't need anything they have. Greenland Prime Minister says we'd like to work with US on defense and mining. The Republican Party has introduced a bill that would allow Trump to enter into negotiations with Denmark to acquire Greenland. Greenland's Prime Minister Mute Ehede, who is calling for independence from Denmark, says he's willing to talk to Donald Trump. He said his people do not want to be Americans, but that it is ultimately their responsibility to decide their future. According to Michael Baxter, if the US acquires Greenland, President Trump would be devoting part of the largest island on Earth to an Arctic prison capable of holding thousands of dark-side prisoners in a hostile and inescapable environment. CNN reports concerns in Washington over the appointment of Kash Patel as FBI director. They fear they could use his position to declassify confidential material. President Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago, Florida, known as the Winter White House, has a military command post, 3 bomb shelters, and road closures around it until 2029. Texas sues all states for secretly tracking drivers through apps and using data to raise rates. It has caused division between whites and blacks for generations. It has been caused. This policy was designed to keep us divided. It makes it easier to conquer and control. What happened to Kodak? In 1997, Kodak was worth $31 billion. It was an untouchable giant in the world of photography. By 2012, it was bankrupt. Kodak invented the technology that killed it. Here's now how one decision turned its greatest innovation into its worst nightmare. Europe. Former globalist European Commissioner Thierry Breton has said that if the AfD party wins the next election in Germany, the EU could declare the result void. Russia and Iran will sign a comprehensive strategic partnership treaty on January 17th. According to Robert Spencer, Muslim migrants are being instructed on how to enter Europe. A Pakistani imam in Italy gave a sermon saying that every Muslim should fight infidels or face catastrophic consequences. The next day, Prime Minister Meloni called for him to be deported. He had lived in Italy for 30 years. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.